Buckle up, folks. The markets are delivering a wild ride, and it's time to dive in. If you thought last week was just a standard stroll through the financial playground, think again. We're talking S&P 500 highs, gold glittering like the holidays came early, and the US dollar flexing like it's in the gym 24/7. And yes, even our old friend Bitcoin is back from the dead like a Halloween zombie. This is your Edge-Forex rundown, and trust me, you'll want to stick around. Let's talk S&P 500 and gold. Both hit fresh highs this week. It's like these two decided to grab the market spotlight and run with it. US earnings? Still crushing it, giving investors plenty of reason to smile. Or smirk, depending on how much you've got skin in the game. The Fed? Oh, they're playing it cool. Rate cut odds for November still steady at around 92.3% for a 25 basis point trim. Sounds like they're saying, yeah, we're going to cut rates, but don't expect fireworks. Yet. Now, over in the UK, the Bank of England is trying to put out the inflation fire with a soggy newspaper. Softer inflation numbers suddenly make those rate cuts look a lot more tempting. But hey, the Bank of England doesn't want to look like they're copying the Fed and ECB because, nobody likes a copycat. Meanwhile, the US dollar is sitting pretty, taking home the market's MVP trophy once again. It's like it's saying, while you all fight over rate cuts, I'm just going to keep winning. Speaking of not winning, oil is in a bit of a slide. OPEC Plus and the IEA keep downgrading their forecasts, and I can't say I blame them. With China's growth slowing down, oil prices are doing their best impression of a skydive. Now for the metals crew, silver managed to break the $32 mark. Analysts are calling for a year-long bull run targeting $45 per ounce. But hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Silver's been in the spotlight before, and we all know how fast that can change. And on the FX front, the Japanese yen? Whew, what a week. It's like the Bank of Japan dangled the carrot of a rate hike, only to snatch it away like a cruel prank. The yen's price action? Total whiplash. But let's not forget the real comeback kid, Bitcoin, rising to $68,500 this week, leaving it just 8% shy of its all-time highs. It's like Bitcoin woke up and said, remember me? The world's largest cryptocurrency is doing a victory lap while everyone else is watching in disbelief. So what's next? Next week is jam-packed. We've got the IMF meeting in Washington. Always fun when central bankers and finance ministers get together, right? On top of that, we've got PMI data, more US earnings, and some good old geopolitical developments brewing. You can bet we're in for more market moves than a chessboard at the World Championships. In Asia, it's a bit of a cool-down week. The biggest news will be Tokyo inflation data, and with all the mixed talk of rate hikes from the Bank of Japan, this could be the calm before the storm. So keep an eye on that. Over in Europe, the ECB has been dodging rate cut talks for a while. But with growth stagnating and PMI numbers dipping, December's 50 basis point cut is starting to look less avoidable than a Monday morning meeting. Because, let's face it, there's only so much optimism you can squeeze out of shrinking numbers. In the UK, the narrative's changed. The Bank of England now staring down rate cuts again. It's like, surprise, inflation's cooling off, and that could speed up cuts. Keep an ear out for Governor Bailey's appearances next week. If he drops even a hint about cuts, expect markets to pounce on it. In the US, it's all about the Fed's beige book. Sounds boring, but trust me, it's not. We'll also hear from some Fed policymakers, and the markets will be listening very closely to see if the US dollar can keep flexing or if it's going to take a break. And last but not least, Canada. The Bank of Canada is set for a rate decision, and markets are pricing in a 91.4% chance of a 50 basis point cut. Could they pull the trigger? Maybe, but the decision will be tight. The BOC doesn't want to move too fast, but with inflation and activity slowing, their hand might be forced. Next week is going to be a roller coaster, folks. Whether it's central bank moves, PMI data, or geopolitical drama, the markets are bracing for impact. And if you're looking to navigate this storm, Edge-Forex has got you covered with real-time insights to keep you ahead of the game. Because let's be honest, who needs luck when you've got us? Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and let's ride these waves together.